Hi, I'm the reluctant reviewer, and it's a kind of a gloomy day today. So what do you do on a gloomy day? You do a doll review. Today I'm going to review, this is Clementine. She was a Mama's Day gift from my daughter, and she is part of the Girl for All Time series, which is a British historical doll set. Maybe you've heard of it. You've probably heard it on Confessions of a Doll Collector's Daughter's blog page. This is Clementine. She is so cute. This is the one I wanted. She is she is fourth in the series, as they are right now. She is the girl of the 1940s. Girl for All Time is made by a British company. It follows British history, which is kind of nice. You have American Girl on the US line, and you have a Girl for All Time for the British line. And if you are a history buff, I think American Girl was always something that gave you a little bit of history, and it was something you could share with your mom. The same thing for a Girl for All Time. It's a great doll to go read a book about British history and have the doll and the period pieces and the period costumes and do the same thing. It's to share a love of history, to share a love of dolls. It's just a really cool thing. The other two dolls on this side are my daughters, and they came to join us. This is Amelia. Amelia is from the Victorian era. She's not dressed that way right now. Actually, she's wearing an American Girl top that is long enough to look like a dress, but it's kind of a cool looking top, so it kind of really looks neat on her. Her shoes are her authentic shoes. I didn't have time to put her original costume on, and she's okay this way. This one is Lydia, and she's the Georgian era. She's wearing her riding habit, which is a really cool outfit. Of all the outfits in her little booklet, I think this is the one I like best too. So the Girl for All Time series follows a fictional family called the Marchmonts, and it goes for each generation, showing the daughters' daughters and their whole line, and that they're all related. The first two, Matilda and Amelia, state that when they're 13, all these adventures happen to them, moving, all the different historical events. And Amelia waits when she's 13 to receive a trunk that her great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmother had, and that's Matilda's. Now, the rest of the dolls don't mention anything in that line, and they're just their little blurb. I don't have any of the books. I would really love to read some of the books, because I think that would be great. I mean, I read all the American Girl stuff, and I love that too. So I'm not quite sure if the trunk is something that's going from generation to generation to generation, and I'd be interested to find that out. So maybe you have a few of the dolls already, or you've read the books, and you can tell me, does the traveling trunk play a role in each of the dolls? The girls' adventures all take place when they're around 12 or 13 years old, which is a very good place because you really change when you're that age. So I think it's a really cool thing. They're all 16 inches tall. The difference between these girls and American Girl dolls are they're not stuffed. And that's one of my pet peeves about American Girl dolls. I don't like the stuffed body. These are really great bodies. They're all plastic, they're articulated, they have arms and that you can put up and down. Their costuming is beautiful. I love their shoes. Their shoes are great. Really nice leather shoes. They have proper garments. This is a kind of like a chemise, a silk chemise with a cotton skirt underneath it. And she has her bloomers and her little undershirt also underneath it, and she has socks. It's really cute. It shows sunflowers on the dress design. And I just loved her because she had this little short hair. Everybody else has the long hair. I wanted a doll with short hair. And 1940s, I really do like the 1940s dolls in both series, American Girl and A Girl for All Time. She has really pretty red hair. It has a lot of shading of a little bit of brown, a little bit of blonde in it too. She's really very carrot top. Her garment has snaps on it. It's made really well. I like costuming that's made well. Her hands, as I said, they can move. They can go behind her, which is really adorable. I had her standing by this case behind me, and she was just looking to the side with her hands behind her, and it's just an adorable pose. She comes with her hat. Her hat, in my idea, my mind, just doesn't fit on her that great, so I'm not as fond of the hat, but it's period. She has a belt. It has a buckle, so you can actually undo that when you want to take her clothes off. But the shoes, I have to show you again. The shoes are great. These are shoes that even in the 50s we would have worn with the little scallops on them. They are Velcro straps, easy to put on, easy to put off. They have nice plastic bottom on them. She poses really well. She stands really well. She has pretty green eyes. Now, when you're thinking of this, these are all ancestors of Clementine. They all look a little bit different. And she's got the beautiful black hair. She has the beautiful blonde hair. They all have different eye colors. But you can see just with their noses that there is a likeness. It's a little bit different on each one, but there is a likeness. Now, my only complaint about Clementine is that her prototype pictures look like her face is a little bit more rounded than this is more oval down. I think they wanted to keep the chins a little bit more together so they look like they're related. But if you look, this is the little picture that comes with Clementine. This is a very spooky kind of image. It's very cool, kind of a haunted look. You can see her face is very rounded here. It's not long. Even if you look at the prototype picture, it just seems like it's a little bit more circular. So, but that's a prototype. Prototypes change. But all these little booklets have a very cool photo of the doll on there, a very haunted, painted image. Very dreamy, that I really like. Now, as far as clothing, let's see. Clementine has 1, 2, 3 different outfits you can get for her. You can get a party dress, the beret and hat, and the land girl outfit. Now, I want the beret and hat. That's the one I like. Clementine grew up around when the Blitz was going on, so you had war in London, and they moved her away to a more rural area so that she wouldn't get hurt. So it's about her and her travels to work on kind of like a farm area, a woodsy area, to work with animals, and then she meets somebody in that area that she becomes friends with. So it's all about her adventures and what she learns at that time. One of the future dolls that they're coming up with is a 60s doll, so you could be prepared to see some really cool outfits and really cool shoes, and definitely I want to look at the 60s doll. And now, according to the company, they state that their dolls are for ages 7 and up. I'm sure that if you have a 6-year-old that loves their dolls dearly, they would love one too. Or you can start this series as a birthday or a monumental event kind of series for a girl in your life. And roughly, as far as value, if you're comparing an American Girl and a Girl for All Time, the price is pretty much the same if you think about it. But you're not getting, I think she's a little bit cheaper because you're not getting the book. The book is a special series, so you would get that separately. You have to pay for it separately. So her price is really good. I'd like to see some more outfits come out there. Girlforalltime.com has a very nice website. It will show you all the dolls and all the dresses and outfits that they have. And if you go to their Facebook page, A Girl for All Time, there are a lot of people out there who make really beautiful outfits for these dolls. So you might get some ideas if you're a sewer and want to make something really cool. There's a whole lot of really nice stuff out there. Also on agirlforalltime.com, they have a separate area for each doll. It's kind of like a blog. They'll do blog posts. They'll do places to visit that would be something of interest for that doll. They do recipes, they do dances, they do hairstyles of an era. So it's a really cool little page. So keep an eye on their website and their Facebook page. Sam, the Girl of the 1960s, is supposed to come out the end of September, and I hope you're looking forward to her as much as I'm looking forward to. So this is just a really short glance because she was my Mama's Day present. If you really want to know more inclusive stuff and you want more from a consumer point of view, go to my daughter's page, Confessions of a Doll Collector's Daughter, and she's got a review about her 2 dolls, and you can check that out. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later.